The FBI has released new video of events leading up to the January 6th attack on the nation's capital. The new video shows the suspect on the night of January 5th in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. Officials believe the person on film placed 2 pipe bombs outside of the DNC and RNC headquarters. The bombs were placed between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. Footage shows the suspect in a park near the headquarters. The person can be seen tinkering with an item inside the backpack. However, the suspect was not captured on video in the act of actually placing either explosive device. Joining me now for more on this is CBS News Chief Justice and Homeland Security correspondent Jeff Pegues. Hi, Jeff. So the FBI just released this new information in the search for the suspect in this bomb investigation. What can you tell us?
Tanya, that is really good video, isn't it? You can see how clear it is, and investigators are hoping that it leads to tips from the public. You know, this is an investigation that has been ongoing since January 6th, and still, in some ways, they're at ground zero with this because they're still trying to identify this hooded suspect. You know, if you look at the videotape, especially the videotape of the suspect walking, you know, this, just based on what you're seeing here and the gait of the person, you know, this could be a woman. You know, there are some people who've emailed, who've texted, who've tweeted at me and have wondered, you know, is this a woman perhaps doing this? Just look at the gait here. And so investigators are trying to jog people's memory. In fact, in this video that you're seeing right now, during one point, you have a man walking by this person with a dog. And so I'm wondering if they've talked to that person, but they're clearly trying to get some information because these 2 pipe bombs dropped separately at the RNC and the DNC on January 5th. That's what investigators think. And these were viable devices. They could have exploded, injuring people. And so there is this intense manhunt. However, investigators are really at ground zero in so many ways.
Right. That's what makes this is so urgent, is that these pipe bombs could have actually done a lot of damage. So, Jeff, as you pointed out, investigators are hoping for more tips from the public, that this will generate some leads. What does that tell you about the status of the investigation?
Well, as I said, they have several different camera angles now, you know, and typically that's enough to track down someone. But if you're an investigator and you're looking at that video that we just saw, you have this hooded suspect. It's really hard to tell, you know, if this is someone who has hair on the top of their head, the color of their skin, you know, etc. If it is indeed a man or a woman. And here you see the suspect in the alley leading to or behind the RNC, and here at this bench near the DNC. And then the mask. Right, the mask, which, you know, if we weren't in a pandemic, it would have stood out. But in this case, it didn't, because we were in the middle of the pandemic. And so investigators are just hoping that this is the kind of information that perhaps jogs someone's memory, because what we've seen with the other incidents tied to the insurrection, and again, this was discovered on January 6th, many of the tips that investigators have gotten have led to arrests. And as you know, if you've been following that case, there have been more than 300 people charged and arrested in connection with the insurrection. And this is just another major piece of that investigation, not only trying to figure out who this suspect is, but also trying to figure out who was behind the death of Officer Brian Sicknick, which is another unsolved mystery at this time.
Absolutely. Well, let's hope this video jogs some people's memories and generates some leads for investigators. Jeff Pegues, thank you so much.
My pleasure.